It's your girl Princess Bella. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you some pregnancy myths that I've been hearing since I got took in, and I'm going to be telling you based on my research as a scientist that I am and as a final year pharmacy student that I am going to be telling you people based on scientific validations that some of these things are lie and some of these things are true. So please stay with me till the end of this video so that you know the ones that are true and the ones that are not exactly true. First myth on my on my book right now is if you are having a lot of heartburn, your baby will be born with a lot of hair. You guys, this is not true. You're having heartburn, especially in your third trimester, because the baby inside your uterus has grown so well, bigger than it used to be, and the size of your uterus has pushed the other part of your gastrointestinal system, like your baby has is pushing into the stomach, into your stomach, and is causing acid reflux from your stomach. So the acid that is coming out from your stomach is probably going to be touching your internal organs, the other parts of your system, and be giving you burn. That is what is heartburn. Sometimes if you drink water it could give you heartburn, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the baby has hair. It's just because of acid reflux during pregnancy, because of space occupied by your baby. If you have had a CS section before, or if you had a CS section in your first pregnancy, you cannot have a normal vaginal delivery anymore. This is absolutely not true. I've actually seen women who have CS sections and then eventually were able to have another normal vaginal delivery even after the CS section. Sometimes it's true, but most times, if especially if you have a good gynecologist who knows what he or she is doing, you are going to have a vaginal birth. So it's neither here nor there. It's not about the C-section, especially when the wounds from the C-section healed and healed properly, and especially when whatever caused the C-section. That's why you actually need a good gynecologist to guide you throughout your pregnancy journey. Three, different sex positions influences the sex of the baby. The first thing that influences the sex of the baby is either the Y chromosome or the X chromosome. And it's not about just the chromosome, okay? It's also about whether the woman is ovulating or whether the woman is not ovulating. It's a very deep, complicated thing. So, except you're trying so hard for a particular baby, it's not really about the sex position. If there is a sexual position that you enjoy so well, go on and continue doing it. But it's in terms of sex position is 50-50. Things that means this position of the baby is really not this position that you had sex with. It has scientifically has nothing to do with that. So the fourth myth on my table today is pregnant women should be lazy and avoid exercises. A lot of people have told me to be lazy, to be a lazy pregnant girl, because it is safer to be lazy in pregnancy, or I should avoid exercise. Some people have also told me that now this is absolutely a myth. You need to exercise for yourself and for your baby. You need to exercise so that yourself and your baby are stronger. If you're a pregnant person, you lady, you need to have low intensity aerobics. There are different forms of exercise, especially all these aerobic things. There are high intensity aerobics, there are low intensity aerobics. There are ones that are really, really safe in pregnancy. You can take a walk for 15 minutes, but lying on your bed or sitting down all day is not very healthy for you. In fact, it's not healthy for you, it's not healthy for your child. Your child might be obese at the point of delivery. Like there, in fact, there are also exercises you should do to help your body to stretch, to help your pelvic muscles to stretch, to help the muscles of your body to stretch and to be more elastic. And you should just browse them. There are just a lot of them that are quite safe in pregnancy. But please, while being a lazy pregnant woman, it means that instead of bending down carelessly, you should use your legs to bend down instead of using your back to bend down. It means that you should learn how to sit like a pregnant woman, or bend down, or pick something, or the things that are safe in pregnancy. But being lazy is totally out of it, and it's not exactly good for you. The number five meat on my table today is pregnant women should eat for two. I keep hearing this: eat for two, drink water, drink. In fact, eating for two should mean eating healthy for two. It shouldn't mean eating large amount of food for two. It means that you need more blood. It means that you need more micronutrients such as folic acid, such as iron, such as calcium, such as, so eating for two means eating real vegetables, eating real fruits. As a pregnant woman, you don't need more than 400 calories extra than what you normally used to have. You know, if you actually used to have 3 square meals a day, eat your normal 3 square meals a day, but just make it more healthy by eating more either proteins, especially in your first trimester, which is the stage of agonogenesis, development of organs, and then more fruits and vegetables throughout your entire pregnancy period. Talking about eating for two, there are foods that are not quite good in pregnancy, especially in your first trimester, such as pineapple, such as zobo. Zobo is good for a baby. I heard. Now I don't want to say something that is not scientific, but my pharmacognosy taught me that zobo is about efficient, so avoid taking zobo in your first trimester. There are actually some foods that are about efficient, just go on and browse them, but I'm sure of pineapple, I'm sure of zobo in your first trimester, and in the remaining part of your pregnancy, I think they are quite fine and safe for you to take them. Number 6, do not drink alcohol during pregnancy. This is not a myth, this is scientifically proved. No amount of alcohol is certified safe in pregnancy. So while some people can take alcohol and get away with it, some people might not really take alcohol and get away with it. It's not very good for the fetal development, especially taking it in big proportions. The problem with taking alcohol is that it's so addictive that and so delicious, and so you won't even know when you have taken too much or how much you should take. So just no amount of alcohol is certified safe in pregnancy according to science. So just stay away from it. Period. Seventh myth: pregnant women should not smoke. Smoking is absolutely wrong in pregnancy. If you're a pregnant woman, you should not smoke. If you're a man who is trying out for a baby, like your sex partner or your wife, and your partner is at you people are trying out for a baby. As the man who is trying out for a baby, you should actually stop smoking during the period of, like, just abstain from smoking during the period of your trying out for the pregnancy, for the baby. That is how bad smoking is. It's not good for the man that is trying out for the baby, and it's not good for the woman throughout the period of her gestation. Okay, that is what science said. The eighth myth on my table today is pregnant women should not drink coffee. Coffee is not the best in pregnancy, but 2 to 3 milligrams of coffee is not bad either. Some people are cannot do without coffee. In my opinion, take the caffeinated coffee, but don't take more than 2 to 3 milligrams a day. Also, speaking of coffee, you should not take other food substances that contains coffee, such as Coke. Sorry, I meant to say caffeine. A lot of us do not know that Coke sometimes contains caffeine. Kola nut also contains caffeine, and there are some drugs that truly contains caffeine. So just find a way and stay away from these products and these foods. Browse it and research. Understand that caffeine is not the best for a pregnant woman. If you can abstain from it, good. If you cannot abstain, just abstain from it. But if you cannot abstain, you understand the proportions to take that is still going to be safe for you. The next myth on my table is pregnant women should avoid skincare. Don't take care of your skin until you give birth. Wait till you give birth so that your skin will come back. Of course, your skin will come back, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't take a shower with a good soap. It doesn't mean you shouldn't cream yourself with a good soap. It doesn't mean you shouldn't dye your hair if you want to dye your hair. You can stay away from substances, creams that contain steroids, because those ones could give you infection, especially you should just get more concerned with the things you use in your vaginal area, in your private part area, I meant to say, because you're more prone to infection as a pregnant woman. But ordinarily, you shouldn't stay away from your normal skincare products. That you're only pregnant, you're not about to be mad. Okay. The next myth on my table today is pregnant women should not fly. Flying is safe in pregnancy. You can definitely totally carry travel safe while flying in pregnancy, although some airlines might not really want you to come and travel, so that just in case you have accidental, like you run into level suddenly and you're in the flight, but flying is actually safe in pregnancy. Basically, all you have to do is to stand up one of like from 2 to 3 hours, every 2 to 3 hours, and take a little walk and then come back to sit down. But then you shouldn't exactly not fly. It's okay to fly during pregnancy. The next myth on my table is do not wear high heels. Pregnant women do not wear high heels. It's not true. Pregnant women should wear high heel, especially when they're very comfortable in them. Especially, except of course, the high heel is too uncomfortable for you. As long as you're fine, you're comfortable, you're normal, I don't see why you really shouldn't wear high heel. It could be stressful for a pregnant woman, it could be stressful for a non-pregnant woman. It only adds more pressure to the gravity of the weight you're carrying, but it's not exactly unsafe in pregnancy. So find a comfortable heel for yourself and wear from time to time if you want to, if it makes you really feel good. Otherwise, it's safe in pregnancy. The next myth on my table is having sex helps to induce labor. I heard this one when I was doing first degree. I didn't believe it. I heard it again. My auntie keeps telling me that it helps to induce labor. I did not doubt her because she's telling me her experiences, but according to science, having sex actually induces labor, especially in your third trimester, because if a semen is introduced into your body, it can help to release prostaglandin, which could help to cause contractions in your uterus, which can induce labor if the time has started reaching, that kind of thing, or if the time has reached. So having sex while pregnant can actually help to induce labor. And then the last myth, this is not a myth, but the last bonus tip on my table is pregnant women should not take some non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs such as aspirin during pregnancy. This is because it causes prolonged labor. So anytime you find yourself pregnant, especially in fact if you're pregnant, just stay away from aspirin. It's not the best thing for you. I keep hearing myths and tips on how to take care of myself while I am pregnant, and I was forced into going on to research some of them. I decided to share some of my tips with you all today to hear what science has to say about pregnancy, So I hope you got some real value for your time. Please talk to me in the comment section. Tell me the one you used to feel and the one that you feel strongly that happens if you're pregnant, and according to your own definition and discovery, that is true or is not true. In fact, I know somebody that had C-section and then the next delivery was vaginal delivery. Like, I actually know somebody like that. So just talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what is in your mind. I would love to communicate with you. And this is going to be the end of this video for me. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope you got real value for your time. Please share this video with your friends if you haven't, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next video.